Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message, well, I'm here with a dream, okay? In this dream, I saw a couple that were together. They were newlyweds. Um, and while they were newlyweds, it seemed as though their exes and um, certain people were trying to cause problems in their marriage. So I saw the man go outside to talk to his ex. Meanwhile, the wife started receiving calls, okay, and like three-way calls and just calls from, there was one that was her ex's new person, um, one from her ex's aunt, her, one of her family members, and they were all attacking her. Meanwhile, the husband was outside arguing with his ex, dealing with his ex between arguing, and she's crying and she's upset and she's distraught. And eventually, the woman hangs up. Husband comes inside and they begin to argue with each other, and then they end up telling each other what happened, and they end up bonding more. So basically, it was almost as if the tactic was to attack in such a way to cause them to argue. Okay, so after they end up bonding over this, either her mom or his mom comes in and clarifies that the exes may have loved them, but she then turns around and starts going off on all of these people that are trying to interfere with the relationship. Okay, that was the dream, y'all. The scripture comes from Micah in 6. Whew, that one took my head off. Okay, listen to what the Lord says. Stand up, plead my case before the mountains. Let the hills hear what you have to say. Hear, you mountains, the Lord's accusation. Listen, you everlasting foundations of the earth. For the Lord has a case against his people. He is lodging a charge against Israel. My people, what have I done to you? How have I burdened you? Answer me. I brought you up out of Egypt and redeemed you from the land of slavery. I sent Moses to lead you, also Aaron and Miriam. My people, remember what Balak, king of Moab, plotted, and what Balaam, son of Beor, answered. Remember your journey from Shittim to Gilgal, that you may know the righteous acts of the Lord. Okay, so this is a situation where a couple is in this new thing, this beautiful thing that God has brought together. And you know, when God bring in blessings, the devil work hard to tear it down. So the devil is using the exes, like to cause problems within the marriage. So you know, just like with the ex that was outside, you know, just coming by causing problems because she heard there was a wedding. The other ex, and the other ex wasn't even involved in the mess per se, but they were, because their people were involved. You know, one thing that stood out to me that I thought was odd and weird is the woman's ex's new person, wife, girlfriend, whatever, calling or FaceTiming his ex to go off on her for being in a relationship. It's just weird. You know, you would think that your ex's new person would be happy that you are in a relationship, because that mean, you know, and it's kind of like I just feel like he was making a fool out of her, particularly. I don't know why God has pointed that out to me. I don't know if somebody is in this position right now and you don't, Pete, you're not understanding or you're not seeing it, but it was just weird to me, because it was just weird that she would be banding together with her person to make his ex miserable, or to bully his ex, or to harass his ex, or to do whatever. It's just kind of like, if y'all are happy, go be happy. And just like in my dream, the couple, they were happy. They weren't messing with nobody. They didn't bother with nobody. They was minding their own business. And here come all these people messing with them, trying to tear apart their union, trying to destroy what God put together. And God is saying that He's seeking judgment upon them. He said, "My people, what have I done to you? How have I burdened you? Answer me." Because in reality, the ex's family members, what they got to be mad about? They don't have nothing. They ain't none of their business. They don't have nothing to do with them. They need to go and be in their own business. Okay. For two, the ex's spouse, girlfriend, whatever, coming and trying to harass his ex, she should be happy. This, like, what have I done to you? How have I burdened you? This is not something that should cause her any kind of stress, anxiety, or disarray. This is something that is ineffective to her. Now, if it was a situation to where they were with the same person, now she will have a reason to be mad. But she has no reason to be looking back at his ex and worried about what relationship she is. That don't have nothing to do with her. That's just weird. Okay? And it's just like, it just give me the vibes of somebody that saw you and your ex way back when, and they looked onto y'all. They felt some kind of way about y'all, and when y'all broke up, they went running after your ex, and they thought they won when they ran after him and they got him. And now they are looking on at you living your best life. You then moved on with your life. You're not worried about them. You don't care. You then moved on into your happily ever after. And they 9 out of 10 are not as happy as they thought they would be, because they went about it the wrong way. Instead of being with somebody they liked and they loved just because they genuinely liked and loved them, they went to go and be with somebody just off of the fact that they belong to you, or they belong to, like, it's just like out of spite. It's out of vengeance, or it may be out of jealousy. It may be out of envy. Whatever it is, this person has become angry because they thought that they took away what God had for you, but they didn't. And now the reality is sinking in that all of their efforts were wasted. All of their efforts have been fallen at bay. All of their efforts were pointless, and it is pissing them off. They are mad. They are bothered. They are annoyed. They are frustrated. Instead of enjoying their relationship, they are constantly looking back at you and yours because they don't understand how you are still happy. It could even be a situation where your ex was sitting around telling them about how they were the only one that made you happy, or they were doing all of this and they were doing all of that, and they don't know how you gonna make it, and you gonna be down and out, and this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen. And when it didn't happen that way, this could even be a situation where this person was putting you and this other woman up against each other, like making this woman feel like, oh, well, your hair is better than hers, or your skin, or you do this or that. Like, just kind of, how do you say it? Being messy, making mess, making drama that doesn't need to be created by pinning the two of you up against each other when you two should have nothing to do with it. Like, it should be nothing going. Y'all shouldn't even be worried about each other. Okay? And, in reality, this woman should not be angry with you for moving on with your life. I don't understand the logic that some people have of trying to be mean and nasty to other people and then getting mad when this person picks up themselves and moves on with their life, like as if they were going to be able to destroy them just completely, and it's over and it's finished and it's done. God said no. Okay? As well as the ex that the male in this dream was having to deal with. This is a woman that was feeling heartbroken. She was feeling hurt. She had more reason to feel how she felt than the woman who called over the phone and the family and friends that called over the phone. That didn't make any sense to me. It didn't make any sense to me. And I believe in my dream, the woman that called, the ex's spouse, that was like a wife or something like that, that was calling on the phone, messing with the woman in the dream when she had no interest in even doing anything with her. She had no interest in her ex at all, and this woman was calling and arguing over like nothing, just basically starting drama. And like I said, I feel like the woman outside had more reason to be mad than she did, but in reality, the woman outside had no reason. Once a relationship is closed and it's over, it's closed and it's over. It's a difference between something that never got closure, it never ended, there was no actual breakup. Like, if you kind of took somebody, man, then that's a whole different story. But but she she gonna be mad. But if it was a situation where they broke up, that don't even make sense. But it's just like God is saying that He is seeking justice. But I feel like He is trying to give them a warning first, because God is just, okay? And yeah, they are in the wrong. I just explained how every single person is in the wrong for even attacking the relationship. However, God acknowledges their feelings. Now, like I said, the ex's family members, I don't think so. But at the same time, like, God acknowledges the feelings of everybody involved. And if it's a situation where he's going to give it time, or he feels as though time is deserved for this person to understand and get over it and move on, that's what He will do. However, I just feel like God is on some they better tread lightly type vibe. Like, okay, I'm giving you time to get yourself together. Okay, we're going to give you time to get your heart healed. Okay, we're going to give you time to accept it and move on. You're not finna tear this down. Just like in the dream, we began to fight, but we ended up bonding and becoming closer than we were in the first place. And when something is ordained by God, when God brings two together, no man can tear it apart. Let no man tear it apart. And God is saying that even in the midst of your trials and tribulations, it's just bringing you two closer to each other. But right now they are not exactly under judgment, because there are specifics going on. Somebody did take somebody, man, I think. There are specifics going on, and that's why that is, okay? Somebody either took somebody, man, or you both were dating them at the same time or something like that, and he just, like, kind of ghosted the other person and chose you. And because of that, God is like, her feelings are justified. But he's not, it doesn't, it's kind of like he was meant for you. Her feelings are justified, but he's not meant for her. And it is what it is. But, God is like, get your feelings together, get yourself together. But at the same time, if this person tries to take it to another step, they are going to have to deal with God's wrath. But at the same time, once again, their feelings are justified. Some of these other people that are involved with this dream, like the ex's new person, like it makes no logical sense as to why they were calling. some, some of it made no sense. And for people like that, they're gonna have to deal with God. But for those people, I just feel like this is a message. I don't know exactly who in this story I'm speaking to, but where feelings are justified, God is giving lineage. But where feelings are not justified, God is putting His foot down. Okay, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.